What if your next job came because of a post you made on social media? Hot take, your resume doesn't get you the job. Hotter take, soon your content will, and no, I'm not trying to turn you into an influencer. While you're perfecting your resume, and let me be clear, I want you to perfect your resume, hiring managers are looking at posts on LinkedIn searching for the perfect candidate. And some of the best jobs skip the job board completely, and they're having recruiters headhunt for the best people. You see, content has changed what a resume is. A resume are claims of your work. Content shows your work, you doing it in public with timestamps. So this video is the system, how to turn your LinkedIn into something that gets you hired. The profile, the post, the tactics, plays that no one is running. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to advise a couple people, and these are some of the cheat codes I share in one-to-one sessions. And it puts you in front of the exact person who'd hire you without sending a single application. So your resume is essentially a claims document, self-reported, unverified, and formatted exactly like 200 others in that pile if you're lucky. So hiring managers do what they do, and they have AI read all these resumes. And I'm not going to get too much into resume strategy, but let me know in the comments if you want that video. But while that's running, the people team, HR team, and recruiters are literally looking for the exact candidates in their networks or on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn isn't a supplement to your application anymore. For most knowledge work, it is the application, and the resume is just a formality. I know because me and many other people in my circle have been hired the exact same way from this flow. And here's what that means practically. The decision about you is being made before you ever apply, by your profile, by your posts, or by your absence. Silence also reads as a data point, but good news, almost nobody in your field is doing this deliberately. The bar is just low, like on the floor low. But 90 days of this intentional work put you ahead of nearly everyone competing in the same role. So when a hiring manager lands on your profile, you get seconds. And I made a full video rebuilding every single section, but here is the hiring specific version. Your headline should be the role you want plus the value that you're gonna bring. You're optimizing for where you're going and front load it because mobile cuts off some of this. Someone searching for a content strategist is going to search content strategist. But if your headline says marketing enthusiast and coffee lover, you're not gonna index and you're not gonna exist in the search at all. For your about section, the first line should earn the click and your contact should be easily found. A recruiter ready to reach out to you should never have to hunt for where you are. In your feature section, I want you to pin your proof. This is the project you worked on, the results deck that you're allowed to share, and some of your best work in public. Think of the feature section like your profile that your resume might not have room for. This next part is a branding cheat code, right? So before you post, I want you to connect with hiring managers, people leaders, managers, executives, anyone with HR in their title or people in their title, and some of the best companies in your field that you would love to work at one day. I did the exact same thing when I was an intern, when I wanted to work at places like Google. And I figured that if one person connected with me at Google and they liked my post, it would be a domino effect from everyone at that company. And it was true. I did the exact same thing for other companies, and that's how I shortened the window from posting to getting noticed. But let's talk about posting next. Now let's talk about the content itself, and I want to actually kill this intimidation first. You're not trying to become an influencer. You're trying to build a public body of evidence. The format that works here is just documenting the problem you solved and how you solved it. Maybe it's a mistake you caught and what it taught you. Maybe you're praising your team publicly about the campaign that the company just launched, but you're also just sneaking in that you were part of that campaign. Maybe there's a big news update in your space, like marketing, sales, or finance. Comment on it. Or maybe it's a brand transformation from before and after with your commentary, but it should be written like you're explaining it to a colleague. Plain, specific, no hashtag soup. The test for every post is this: would the person you'd want to hire you learn something about how you work from this post? If yes, post it. If it's 5 leadership tips for my dog, that's the content no one asked for. Now, I think 2 to 3 posts a week for 90 days is roughly about 40 proof points for your future employer. And essentially by doing this, you've been interviewing the entire time for several different companies at once, and you're gonna get noticed. Now, here's a move where you feel like your audience is too small, which is not true by the way, but even if you're a bit scared and wanna get your toes wet, you wanna pick the right 12 people to know you exist. Make a short list. Hiring managers, team leads, senior people at companies you really want to work for, but not recruiters this time. The people you would report to. I want you to follow them, and every time they post, leave a comment. I want you to avoid using AI for this at all costs. AI comments on LinkedIn are a total other thing, but they're not going to get you noticed like you think they are. What you're going to do instead is maybe provide respectful pushback, agreements on their points. Maybe it's a sharper example. Maybe it's a question on their thought process. Just do everything but just writing great posts. Now this works specifically on LinkedIn because comments are visual content. The leader or author is going to read their own comments and you're going to be right there essentially borrowing credibility every single post. Weeks of this, and I promise you, your name is going to be familiar before you ever apply. And when you do reach out, you're not cold. You're the one from the comment section, and that's okay. The DM is going to be short, it's going to be specific, and it's going to have one clear ask. All right, so here's the full system. 1, you're going to have a profile built for where you're going, and it must survive the 3-second check. I want you to start building your network of the best people in your space that will make hiring decisions easy. 3, posts that document your work in advance. And 4, a comment section on other people's posts that constantly contribute. Your resume claims, your content proves, and the people deciding your next role, they're already looking. The only question is, are you going to be found? The written playbook for this entire thing is going to be found on Content the Commas, but I'm going to link it below. And the full profile rebuild for LinkedIn, you can watch that video next. Go pick your 12 people, and I'll see you in the next one.